Yes.
How much are you able to work ahead on it, like in the off season, scout somebody?
Springtime a little bit. I think springtime we always try. Lance always makes us take first 4, 5, 6 opponents and get kind of a background, at least a last year check on them. So I think it's been so we all got some background, obviously some work done on them in the springtime. You always take the first couple opponents because the weeks things start happening so fast. So we got a good amount of work done on them, at least seeing what they do, and obviously they're a heck of a team and been on TV a lot, so it's good to know seen them enough. So, but we got a good amount of work on them.
What stuck out to you about them on tape, especially from the game on Thursday?
Their defense, their front seven. Front seven does a really good job. They did last year. They're really good defense, really sound, play really hard. Build like our defense a little bit in terms of try to get pass rush guys that can get to the quarterback, not to put too much pressure. So if they don't need to on bringing pressure, but they're trying to get that front seven's outstanding. I think back end's good too. Obviously, but the front seven stands out to you pretty quickly.
How much of a benefit is it playing Group 6 school and then an FCS school before this game, or would you have been fine playing?
I would have been fine. Hey, this sounds so bad to say. It was like just game 1, 1-0. Like game 2, 1-0. Like you just try to get to 1-0 every week. So I don't think it looked. I guess you can look at it a bunch of different ways, but I just kind of haven't thought much about it. I guess some people say, well, maybe you got more rest or whatever. I don't know, but I never really thought much about it.
How do you feel about how the offensive line's done thus far?
Done well. I thought they did a really good job the second time around. So this week got better, less holding penalties, less penalties. Like Darryl was all fired up, less penalties. A lot of guys play, still get some rotational stuff going. So it's been fun. I thought the guys, when you have a balanced attack where you kind of threw and ran for whatever it was, 280 or 300, it's kind of good to see them doing a good job. And I think Jalen stayed pretty upright, which is always a positive experience. And the running backs ran really hard. So I'm excited about them. I think you could see them improve from game 1 to game 2. So it's fun to see. It's fun to see those guys who are coming in doing really well as well.
Isaiah had the chance to kind of play some extended snaps there. What did you think of his performance?
Good. I was glad he got in there. I wish I told somebody else, I think Friday night. When did we play? Saturday? Friday. I can't remember anymore. I wish we would have ended the half differently. Because then and people say, well, yeah, I was just pointing out how it ended just because, yeah, to score, obviously, but also it gives you maybe a chance to get guys in a tad sooner, and it gets those guys another series. I don't look at it as, that's how I look at those kind of moments. Like you're playing well, like, gosh darn, because I would have given maybe Cole another series, or Isaiah even more work. Because the good thing is once this thing happens, you want to make sure, you don't want to go, hey, Cole take one, and then Isaiah take one, then David take one, then Mike take one. You want to get some work to the next 2 guys in line for sure. So it's really good to see. I'm glad Isaiah got out there. It's good. He got stuck in some runaround situations, so you got a chance to see his athleticism on TV. On whatever you call it, on point or whatever, and it was fun to watch. Made some good plays. Thought it was good to see, because you don't know, but you don't know until the lights actually come out. Like, okay, and I was pretty sure, convinced that he'd do well, just because you think he's done well all the time when he's played before. So it's fun to see.
When you go against a talented defensive line like Missouri's, what are the keys to kind of counteracting that?
Stay balanced, kind of be who we are, hopefully. Being able to not let them, like anybody will tell you, any NFL guy, any college guy will tell you, if you get stuck in situations where they know you're doing something, that's bad. Every defense tries to get you in a situation where they pin their ears back, or they know it's going to be a run, they know it's going to be a pass. They're trying to keep them off balance and not get stuck in those automatic, those third, just the too many third 9 to 12 is going to be not a great way to live on Saturday. That's not a great day. So try to stay, people say above in front of the chains, in front of the sticks. Try to get a lot of different looks going, hopefully, and keep them off balance a little bit.
Jalen, what kind of confidence does that give the offensive line, the fact that he can make them right against a really good defensive line?
A lot. I think it was good. I think the good thing is seeing a team like one thing I'll tell you about when you play different opponents, it's not so much levels, it's type of defense. So it's good to see a team like Fresno, who's a pretty good pressure team, did it a different way, but still had to be on cue with protections, protection calls, and O-line calls. So I think that was really good for us to build off of that going into a week like this.
How's the preparation different with this being the first away game? You had obviously had 2 home games. What's kind of the week look like differently? I heard you guys playing some crowd noise out there.
Some. Ooh. Lance is really good at that. I remember we were at Buffalo, we played Penn State, and they hear the Nittany Lion roar for like 2 weeks straight. So oh my gosh, I can still hear it. But I think it's really good to do. I think anytime, the coach does a really good job of making situations harder, as hard as possible. So if it is, it hopefully won't be like that. But if it is, we're ready for it. So I think that's the biggest difference in preparation is that kind of stuff. When you play on the road, the crowd noise, getting ready for it because you're not having played there before, not knowing exactly. You can talk to people, but until you experience, you just don't know. But I think that's the biggest part, to be able to have those moments and not hear anything at practice. It's kind of good you don't hear anything at practice. Each period, kind of don't know what happened. Got to wait till the film. But it was good. So that's the biggest part.
When you got 3 new starters along the offensive line, how important is it to have Bryce and Jalen there who have been
Important, very important, very important, especially Bryce. If you have your center, like we had Nowitzki for so long, it was always kind of like a calming experience, and that's what Bryce has become, which is like he can calm, especially new guys up front. He can make sure he's making the calls. He's been in environments like this. He's been in situations like this before, so I think that really helps. And then having Jalen has been through basically, I think, everything for the most part. When you go 6 years, you've been through. 5 years, been through most of it, I think. So it does help a lot. I think just that calming, like they're not going to get frazzled or rattled. They've been there, done it. So at least they kind of help everybody else along, hopefully.
Max talked yesterday about wanting to be, with it being a rivalry, an enthusiastic team, but not an emotional one. I guess from your perspective, what goes into that and kind of finding that right level of excitement?
I don't know. Good question. It's just I agree with what he said. It's like not trying to. I look at that as like not trying to win the game, not trying to play the game on Monday. If that makes sense to you. Like I think sometimes when you get these emotional games or emotional moments, like you're trying to win it on, like the game doesn't go. You're always trying to win it every day, obviously, but the game doesn't get it go until Saturday. Kind of building up to that. So I think that's a great thing Lance has done. That I've seen. I've been with Lance for so long. It kind of has a great way of getting kids building up to be ready at peak performance time on Saturday, not on Thursday or not on Friday or not on Tuesday afternoon. Like, hey, let's build that thing. I think he does a great job of kind of just building it. He's always been great with that.
Bryson Caney had some nice plays against Wagner. How has he continued to come along sort of since he's recovered from the injury?
It's been really good to see him. Thank goodness. He's a big old. He looks good. He looks the part out, doesn't he? Good looking kid out there, and did a great job. I was really glad to see him get in there and make some catches. You never know where the ball's going sometimes. You kind of have an idea, obviously, but for him to be able to have some moments like that has been great. So it's been really good to see him, and I think he's growing every day. It's just he's a smart kid, young man, anyways. But then you can't get anything but better than physical reps. I'm trying to say so. Like the mental reps are fine, but being able to get a physical rep has been helpful. So now he can get into more practices, and he's getting the rotation more, so he's getting even better every day.